Hey, what's up, everyone? It's been quite a while since I made a video, but I'm just been getting into some different altcoin positions. So I kind of wanted to just go over and show you guys kind of what I'm looking at, and my overall targets on Bitcoin of where I think it's gonna be kind of going before we kind of switch back potentially into more of that bear market zone. But yeah, so let's jump into it. So firstly on Bitcoin, so starting off on the higher time frames on the weekly, when you're using the Heikin Ashi, you can really see that every time you kind of get one of those change of momentums like this candle right over here, every time you kind of get that, you kind of run into that more parabolic parabolic time. So we are printing one of those right now, a really nice strong looking one. So kind of what I'm looking at, and the targets I'm kind of looking for that big move when we do have that breakout, because again, as you guys remember from the other videos, when we're moving when we have these different fib fans, there's time, and we're basically trying to when price will move up and it'll hit at one of these intercepting lines, it's a lot stronger of a move. So kind of what I'm looking at in terms of the moves would be potentially sometime soon, we're gonna be maybe breaking up, ranging for a second, and then maybe come down, retest this line, and then move up to this area right over here around that $35,000 zone. From there, we can get definitely a rejection back down, maybe over here to 25, or come all the way back down, retest these different areas right over here, which would also be this flip zone from this. And then we can be here for a second and then really go up, and then the kind of the top in my opinion would be like that $60,000 zone before we really kind of come starting to retrace back down. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. And then what is making me very bullish just in general, like, so when we are again on these higher time frames such as the weekly on Ethereum, again we are getting this change of momentum on the Heikin Ashi again. So generally every time we get that, we do kind of get that move to the upside. So in this area over here, so just kind of anytime you see those candles on the higher time frame, you could expect more of an up move. So that's definitely nice to see. However, we could come up here and then kind of like retrace back down. So kind of a fake out, get everyone shorting, and then really have that move. Same goes for Bitcoin as well. We could come up above this area a bit, come down, make everyone think we're going to be shorting back down, and then trap them all, and then really start that more parabolic move. And then as I was saying, so on just like when you're looking at a lot of these altcoins, you are getting you're getting these really strong looking candles. So say on this one, and then on some of them you're also even seeing really nice divergences. So you just gotta, there's so many different ones. But just in general, you could see that how this VWAP on market cipher B, how it has a really nice curvature up, and how we're getting that really nice trigger wave. We're about to be printing that that yellow dots. So every time we do get those, there's usually always a really nice move up. So that's definitely a really nice sign to finally see, because really kind of any asset you're looking at, it's showing a similar thing. If it's not showing it on the Heikin Ashi yet, when you're looking at market cipher, it is showing those nice trigger waves starting to form. So we are a little bit early still potentially, but I really think that is going to be coming soon. For example, near is one. I didn't enter a near trade. Basically, I'll show you where. So on near, I did get in right over here, where it says entered. So you know, from there I'm already a nice 12% up, but you know, really kind of what is looking good on that. So you know, when you're looking at this, you could see that we did take this area of liquidity right there, but then we're also showing a divergence on the momentum waves. And then when you're looking at you know, like this weekly, you could see how we have a really nice curvature starting to form over here, and then these RSIs are forming together, and you know, they're changing colors. So that's definitely a very like promising look for near. So I did get in a pretty large position on that, and then yeah, so that's kind of everything on that. Lastly, on the Bitcoin dominance, so you know, same type of thing. Let me get rid of this. So on the Bitcoin dominance, if you're going down to like, you know, say like the 4-day, 3-day, you know, you could see that we're starting to have that change of momentum. We're also you know, we're also starting to see that just the overall momentum is starting, or sorry, I mean, we're starting to see some divergences over here as well. So you know, we have this high and then this higher high, and then we have this high and then lower high, and then you know, these high candlesticks are starting to print. So you know, that's showing that we are losing some of that momentum in that Bitcoin dominance. So, you know, that would just make sense that we could potentially start, you know, reversing. But again, it does take a while for these to play out. We're not showing really anything on that, you know, weekly yet. But yeah, but overall, you know, I'm very bullish, you know, more so on the altcoins currently. But, you know, Bitcoin, it still has to have that move, and it will have to first make that first move before the other assets start following. But, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Hope that helped you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I should be doing videos a little bit more regularly again. I was busy with some stuff I was doing, but yeah, so I'll be around. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and let me know if you guys have any questions.